The issue of the Biafra agitation, the timing, has really brought suspicion and fear into our area. The issue of the Biafra agitation, the timing, has really brought suspicion and fear into our area.
I told them that if you don't let Biafra go, this God that we worship will destroy Nigeria beyond recognition. It happened to Pharaoh in the Bible. Pharaoh was mocking God. Who is this your God? God, sit down. When Moses told Pharaoh that Elohim said, let my people go, he refused. He said, it's nonsense. They are talking rubbish. Are you not here? Are you not our servants here? It's something they are saying. Are you, don't people have shops here selling motor spare parts? Are you people not the ones doing trading here? How can God come to save you people? And I said to them many years ago, Elohim said, let my people go. And I went on to add, if you do not let us go, Nigeria will be worse than Somalia. I made it very clear. I don't believe in stupid prophetic pronouncement. Very clean and clear. Somalia will be better than the zoo called Nigeria. If you don't let our people, if you don't let the children of God go, God will visit his anger. People don't know. As I told Britain the same thing. Regardless of their first world state, I said to Britain, if you continue to meddle into the affairs of Biafra, God will divide Britain into pieces. Will cut Britain into pieces. But your pride, you will know it is because of Biafra, but your pride will not allow you to come out to say publicly it is because of Biafra. God will destroy Britain. Before all the whole world, you will see it. Now they have realized their mistakes, they are going back. Zero by of course. God will destroy Nigeria beyond redemption. Many of you shouting one Nigeria, you're going to die. Many of you will die. Because of that one Nigeria, you're going to die. Write it down. Don't say, don't misquote me. Write it down. I said, all of you championing one Nigeria, prominently, you are all going to die. Not only are you going to die, your race, your lineage, your family will be wiped out from the face of this land. Your name will be gone. Write it down tonight. Today's date is the 9th day of May 2021. Write it down on a piece of paper. All of you are going to perish. And I am bringing a curse upon every pastor who will ever open his stupid stinking mouth to talk about one Nigeria. Shame shall befall you. If shame doesn't befall you, you will not worship Almighty God in heaven, and Him alone, and no other. You not don't worship idol. I don't worship idol. You know that very well. Because anybody talking about one Nigeria is a child of Lucifer. If you talk about one Nigeria, you are a child of Lucifer. That means there is no God inside you. If there is God inside you, how can such a thing be happening in Nigeria now? How is that possible? How is that possible? I'm asking you. And you claim you're a child of God, you couldn't say it. Some of them claim we are children of God, we are this, we are that, we are prophets. You could not see, you couldn't have predicted. You are only coming out now to say, oh, don't worry, Nigeria will not break. Nigeria is not going to break. Nnamdi cannot break Nigeria. Someday Igboho cannot break Nigeria. Did I tell you I was going to break Nigeria? God will destroy Nigeria because his glory cannot be taken by man. Some of these stupid, idiotic prophets or claim they are prophets. They're like Pharaoh. They're even worse than Pharaoh. They read Bible. They claim they are Bible scholars. They read the Bible. But they don't understand what the Bible is talking about. Because they worship the God of Mammon, the God of money. Tithes and offerings, that's all they're interested in. Private jets and flashy cars. They're not even ashamed. Do you know, as the leader of IPOB, I am ashamed to drive a car. Do you know why I'm ashamed to drive a car? Because people are contributing money towards a project of this magnitude. When I have a car, when people give me a car, I begin to feel ashamed of myself that I'm driving a car. If you buy jet, you're not even ashamed of yourselves. You are not even ashamed that the poor people who are contributing this money, they are contributing it because thinking they will go to heaven, thinking you pray for them, there will be a miracle. If you people claim there is a miracle, pray for miracle not to happen in Nigeria. You've been praying for many years. The more churches you open, the more mega auditoriums you build, the more party night you have, the more bandits are taking over your villages. Don't you understand it? Pharaoh made the same mistake, and God will use Nigeria and Britain as an example to the whole world that Biafrans are his children. By the time God, the anger of God is done upon Nigeria, believe you me, oh God, if you see a Biafran, you start running. You are about to see hell in the zoo called Nigeria. Some of them in Nigerian army and in Nigerian police, in the east, looking for who to kill. Whereas their village is gone. Kebbi State is finished, is gone. Their stupidity is only matched by the idiocy of Yoruba media houses, their journalists and their mega rich pastors. These three groups of people in Yoruba land. My happiness today is that there are vibrant, young, energetic Yoruba men, even older ones, like Akintoye, men who are vibrant, coming out to fight like men for their freedom. Ignoring the fools and the buffoons on the pulpit. Very wicked, avaricious men and women. All they care about is money. They claim they are pastors and they are prophets. They cannot see anything. They can't even see their backside. They cannot see anything. Every year you pray for Nigeria. Every year Nigeria gets worse and you claim you're a prophet. Every time. Every year you're praying. Let us pray for our country. Let us pray for Nigeria now. Before you finish praying, your church is on fire. Bandits are taking over your village. Fulani from Sahel are beheading and massacring people. The next Sunday you want, let us pray for Nigeria. Let's pray. You don't even God is sending you a message that the prayer points you're presenting before him, he doesn't want it, yet you cannot hear. I thank God for the Bohos, the Adams, Gani Adams of this world. I thank God for the Akintoyes of this world. I'm telling you the truth. Because if not for Yoruba agitators, the world will think we are mad. Why do you want to live in Nigeria? But now that Yoruba also wants to live, Middle Belt also wants to live, they will now know that we are not mad anymore. That our brain is correct. You don't know that? They now know that our brain is correct. These are the things you must understand. These are the things you must follow religiously and studiously for you to appreciate the miracle that God is doing. What is happening in Nigeria now is a miracle from God in heaven. God is about to destroy Nigeria beyond recognition. You have people that claim they are the men of God lying. They are holding the Bible and they are lying. If Nigeria is meant to be good, how come things are getting worse every blessed year? Just explain that to me, please. Explain it to me. Tell me why people you claim are foreigners are in your country with AK-47 kidnapping you and you're paying ransom. You're not even ashamed of yourselves to say that Nigeria will get better. How come those who are shouting every day territorial integrity, you are there and it is being breached on a daily basis and you cannot do anything? 200 million people cannot remove one corrupt terrorist minister. 200 million people and you're telling me that you're a nation, you're a country. Shame on all of you.
to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh fatherland, peace be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscared will pass. When we are poised the wind of battle to yield, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movements lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this kind a land of righteousness. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
All hail
Biafra
Biafra.
Republic. Peace.
Peace,
Unity.
unity,
Progress.
progress,
And equity.
equity,
Biafra Republic. Peace.
peace,
Unity.
unity,
Progress. And
progress,
equity.
equity.
Ada Biafra from Chicago, we can't hear your voice. What happened? Are you muted?
No,
Biafra Republic. Peace.
peace, peace,
Unity. Progress.
progress,
And
and
equity.
equity.
Okay, we salute all Biafrans and all the ministers in the house, those that are here and those that will be joining us later on, and lovers of freedom and haters of freedom, and the enemies of Biafra, and the foolish and the moronic ones that loves making themselves the manures in Biafra land. To every force, there must be equal and opposite force and opposite reaction to be able to neutralize the force that has suffixed. That is Biafra for you. We have opened the pace and the front for the enemies of Biafra to come in. And while they come in, their flanks will be opened up. And by the time we are done dealing with them in Biafra land, when they go back home, they will be packing their body bags from A to Z. That is a promise and must be fulfilled. Chukwukabiyama gave birth to Biafra, and Biafra can never be wiped out of this very planet Earth. Let us take your mind back to centuries of Biafran maps. The recent one I saw is that of the 14th century, where you see Biafra on the map. And there was nothing like Nigeria on the map. This is as far back as 14th century map. So if 14th century map inscribed Biafra, who is the monkey and baboon that is here in 2023 or in 1960 or in 1966 that has acclaimed to come and stop Biafra? It is not done because we had long existed before now. The Biafran people are people that are age long. You cannot take them away from the surface of the earth like that. Just like you hear of the children of Israel, they are the God's chosen ones. They wrong God in many ways, and they always remember to sought the face of God, and God had to give them the mercy to continue from where they wronged Chukwukikabiama. We are no perfect people. We are the children of Chukwu Okike. We wrong Chukwu Okike in many ways, and then we plead for mercy, and then we continue. But make no mistakes when we say that the enemies of Biafra, we show no mercies to them. Our aims and objective is to destroy the enemies of Biafra. When you are considering forgiveness, forgiveness is to Chukwu Okike. You cannot come to our lands, rape our women and children, cut their heads into pieces, bury them in shallow graves, throw them into a zoo river, destroy our lands, exploit the natural resources that we have in Biafra land, and then you expect to hear forgiveness from our mouth. Forgiveness is not our agenda. It is Chukwu Okike that will determine who to forgive, when to forgive, how to forgive, and the scale that is going to use to measure the forgiveness. For us, the Biafran people, the remnant of 1966 to 70 that were massacred, our aims and objective is to make sure we crush the enemies of Biafra and restore Biafra in our own time. And this brings us to the existence of the Amadike one of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Okukanu, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Super kudos to the day you were born. More grace to your elbow wherever you are. The time you were born was born for a reason. The season, the location, and the womb that gave birth to you was given for a purpose. The Biafran people salute your existence. The same thing goes to our indomitable PM, the man of the moment, the man that has become the nightmare to one Nigeria. You will continue to destroy them until Biafra is restored. We cannot forget our supreme leader, our eternal leader, Dim Odumeku Ojukwu, the man that led the pace for all of us to wake up. We can also not forget the former president of Biafra, Philip Effiong. We can't forget Kaduna Nzoku, who sacrificed his life and his men to make sure that the Nigerian people in general had a better life. But you know, as the saying goes, what we do in life echoes in history. Their names have been written in gold. The January 15 coup of 1966 was for a better Nigeria. It was not for a better Igbo nation. It was not for a better Biafra. It was not for a better Ibibio or Igala or Orobo or Shekiri or Kalabari or Efik nation. No, it was to stop the jihad that was about to invade one Nigeria. So you see the sacrifices that the Biafran people have made from time immemorial to see that one Nigeria remain as one. But enough is enough now. The time has come. Enough of us trying to please people just to see that they live, of which the people we try to please sees nothing about what we do. Instead, they pay us evil from the same coin on the other side of the coin. We have learned our lessons, and never again shall we try to please people and to make them to be better when they are not ready to be better. So we salute our indomitable leader. We salute our prime minister. We salute the gallant men and women that are in the bushes who are making sure the territories of Biafra land are secure and protected. We salute the entire cabinet of the Brgie who are giving all they have to make sure the restoration of Biafra is achieved. We salute the media team, the engine house of the Biafran Republic of Government in Exile. I don't know what we would have achieved without the Biafran Republic Government in Exile media team. Right from when you were nicknamed Autopilot Media Team, and we accepted it and we went in good faith. And today we have metamorphosed into a government. And the strikes that you all have pulled is what is making the whole world to understand what Biafra is all about. So I'm so happy to have all of you. And we must continue because we have a greater and a bigger and a toughest task ahead of us. And that we must achieve, which is Biafra, and it is all about Biafra. Biafra first. Biafra Republic. Peace, unity, progress, and equity. I hereby welcome all my ministers in the House, those that are here and those that will be joining us later on. So let's start with our formal introduction. We have Ada Biafra Betty. Take your time and speak to Biafra in your own way, just a way of introduction. Then we move. Thank you, Ada Biafra.
Thank you, my minister. Thank you, my fellow comrades. God bless you all. My fellow Biafrans, I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. You know, today we are all here to continue our Biafra liberation and freedom. You know, we are not joking about what we are talking about. Our freedom is our goal. First of all, I have to thank our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter where he is, for creating this awareness. God will bless him. God will keep him. Nothing will happen to him. If something would have happened to him, you all know what would have happened. But God wants to keep him. He is the torch bearer. I thank my indomitable Prime Minister, the only man standing. My Prime Minister is like what we call the stomach. Stomach is not scared. That's why it is leading in front. So my Prime Minister is like a nightmare, according to our information minister, to the Nigerian government. He is a man with a lot of style, a lot of class. He does difficult things in such a way that it looks simple, to the extent that what he suggested, or the way he suggested that we will take on our movement, they are suggesting it in Nigeria House of Rep. So our Prime Minister is simply the best. But Biafrans, let us not forget that whatever we are pursuing, we must be focused. We must be focused. And we should realize also that we need funds to keep carrying on. Tomorrow is our fundraising. As I said before, I'm going to repeat myself. We are over 70 million or thereabout. If we all contribute $1 each, it will become $70 million. So let us endeavor to support our Prime Minister with our fundraising and contribution. Thank you so much. I love you, Biafrans. You are wonderful people. I can tell you people clearly that Nigeria are pretending. They don't want you people to go because they know that you, Biafrans, you are the sun. When the sun leaves the sky, the whole sky becomes dark. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ada Biafra. Betty, we now go to the second Ada Biafra.
Hello, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. We are here again to continue our liberation song because we must restore Biafra, or the jihadists will buy everybody. We must keep on fighting, not looking back, not backing down. We have crossed the Rubicon. Onyerahora ebulebuye. We have crossed the Rubicon. What is happening today is not something anybody will say he or she is not feeling the heat. The terrorists are coming in from Senegambia, from Mali, from their country, from Saudi Arabia, from anywhere. The sponsors are everywhere. Everybody knows who we are talking about. But we can't run away from our land. We must defend our lives. We must defend ourselves because it is our right. It is your right that you're supposed to fight back and defend yourself. Defending yourself is not a crime anywhere in the whole world. They are coming to our territory. We didn't go to nobody's territory. We are in Biafra land, and if they come to buy us, we will send them back with body bag. We are not scared. This is the time to do it. If our forefathers fought with Konkom, fought with anything, and defended our lives for more than 3 years, all the enemies, all the foreign mercenaries that came, we defeated them. We can do it again, not now. We will do it again and again. And this time around that we are in computer age, we will do it excellently well. Finland Biafra Convention was just a tip of an iceberg. Go and watch the video again and again and again to know that Biafrans all over the world are ready to go home. Let me yield my mic for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada Biafra from Chicago. Battle Cry TV, you have the mic.
Hello, thank you. Good evening, everybody who are in the studio, or the comrade, Ada Biafra, Sonia Parawa. Thank you for hosting. Thank you, Obe Biafra, Ugo247, Media, Pastor Van, and those that are on their way to join us. Again, I greet all the Biafrans all over the world, and we send our salute as well to our indomitable Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa and our able leader Mazi Oyendu Nandekalo, who has bring light into us, a light that cannot be quenched, light that struck our hearts, struck our mentality, the light that's shaping the way we reason, unlike the Ohanese, who are currently misleading this generation. And even we don't have someone like Mazi Nandekalo, who has championed us, who has introduced us the dragon himself, who is uncheckable, who is not bribable. Where would have been our fate or been our stand today? But thanks be to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who made it possible. So I won't waste much of time here, but I would like to anchor on the word Sister Betty gave here, that if we are like 70 million people, you can imagine when somebody or each of us contributed like $1, that will make 70 million. The reason why we are talking about this finance is that it is important to have a financial power, because there is a saying where we come from. In English translation, when two nations are fighting for a portion of land, he that has a yam tuber will be cultivating in the same land. So we need a yam tuber, which is our finance, the financial pillar, to tackle this battle. Okay, so and I want to thank each of every one of us who has contributed one way or the other. It is important that we never give up. We never give up, even though those who give money and their name is not mentioned. Please don't take it as if you are not being recognized. You are part of us. It's just that a lot of things we are carrying at hand are many. So things like that might happen does not mean it's a slop. No, but it's just a mistake. So we thank every one of us who are contributing in the media, who are giving some kind of information and some media professionalism. May Chukwu Okabia continue to bless us. As it is now, our direction channel to the Prime Minister, whatever he says goes. So we must stand with him and back him up, and until our leader Oyindomazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. So from here, I will draw the curtain as we move on. Thank you very much for having me in the show.
Thank you, Mwachineke. I beg, no draw your curtain because we just started. So no draw your curtain yet. Draw your curtain see the fly.
It's just that I'm on break. That's why I just pop in.
Well, I know that, but never draw the curtain.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
In case if they call me, if I show up, means they need my attention, please.
We gonna say you did the other room.
Okay.
We gonna say you entered the other room.
All right, thank you.
Dotland Media, are you there? Dotland Media, are you there? Dotland Media, are you there? Dotland Media is not there. Okay. For Biafrans to understand that in the media department, we have the writers department that does the publication and many other things in writing, even as many of us also do writing, but this is specifically dedicated to the WIC, BWIC, Biafran Writers of Conscience, and also the Dotland Media. These are the people that are in charge of the homeland reportage. When you see us have messages and information of situation report from downtown, it comes from this department as well. So this is the Homeland Media Department, and we are all working for one cause. And this, I must sound a warning from the Biafran Republic Government in Exile Media Department. No other group or no other media department is allowed to stand on their own. Every media group must fall under the Biafran Republic Government in Exile Media Department. So you don't go and create anything and call it the Coastal Media Group, and then you stand on your own. Or any other thing, whether you go to Media Group, no, you don't create it and stand on your own. If you are giving your allegiance to the Biafran Republic Government in Exile, no other logo is acceptable except the logo of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile. So when you group yourself and you want to create awareness in the name of your own province or state, you have to come back to align with the Biafran Republic Government in Exile media team. We will host all of you through the government media team, and then everything you do, as far as it is projecting Biafra at the end of the day. You can start your name with Ekwensu, you can start your name with Krikri, you can start your name with Katikoko, you can start your name with anything. But if at the end of the day your name ends with Biafra, and your message ends with Biafra, this platform is ready to air you and to make your voices to go far. We don't want anything like segregation of any kind and divided interest and people going in a zigzag manner or a haphazard way. No, we have a government and you must follow and submit to it. If you're not ready to do like that, you are out. We don't treat cancer, but we cut it off. We have gone through many travels, and now we have a government. We don't treat cancer. Thank you so much. We have Biafran Voice 247. Are you there in the studio, or na your photo be that? And we have Pastor Bam Bam Bam, the Deputy Media Information Minister. Are you there, or na your photo be that? So, for those of us that are only there with their photo, we have Mazi Ifeanyi Nwora, another minister in the house. Are you there, or na your photo be that? Abi, NEPA don't take light, Mazi Ifeanyi Nwora. NEPA don't take light, or you there?
I did here. Never take light.
Okay, welcome. So, make a official introduction of Minister Ifeanyi Nwora. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And please, my name is Ifeanyi Nwora. I salute you, my Minister of Information. I salute you, my Deputy Minister of Information, Vam Vam Vam. I salute you, Maz Hugo, my Minister. Thank you so much, and I salute you, Obi Chicago. I salute you, my sister. I salute you, Beauty. I'm not saying this your name very well. Ada. Ada, I salute you, my sister. And Biafra Battle Cry. Is that Battle Cry?
Yeah,
Battle Cry, I salute you, my brother. I salute you. I salute you. This stream, I'm not seeing everything very well. And the other brother, I don't know what is this. Is this Battle Media or something? I salute each and every one of you. I want to say this as my own part of the desert, that the Biafra is the only goal and the only mission that we have now to save our lives and to preserve the next generation. If we fail to do so, posterity will not be kind with us. Everything that we have to do to restore sanity in our land is what we must have to do. And that is putting our personalities aside and focus on the mission. And the mission is Biafra, to restore this land of God that He have given to our forefathers, where our children can grow without anybody molesting them, where we ourselves can walk the street without anybody molesting us, where nobody will come to cut our throat and nothing will happen, where we can build our businesses empire and nobody will shut it down because of hate, where nobody will call me a Nyamre, where nobody will burn my business and said I blaspheme against his or her God. That is the mission, and we are here collectively to build and support this government of the Biafra Republic government in exile and the de facto government in homeland to achieve this mission of our fathers. They died in 1967, 1970. They gave in their life for this particular mission, to tell us, to send a message across, to tell us and show us the importance of this mission. that is one that man or woman can lay down his life for. That is how important it is. And I salute each and every one of you that are doing the needful to make sure that this mission, that we achieve it in our own lifetime, that will not pass the baton again to the next generation, that will bring it to a conclusive end. Thank you so much, and may Elohim continue to bless you all. Ise. Ise. Thank you, my minister.
Thank you,
I salute you.
Mwachineke. Thank you. I thank God say never not take light while you were talking, so you don't deliver your message, and it is well captured. So we welcome all Biafrans as we've gathered here today. We want to connect some dots for people to understand the importance of. Bam, you don't come out. Okay, now you be that. Carry the mic, carry the mic. Say hi to Biafrans before we go on.
Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I am here to greet you all because it's been a fantastic week. Very, very wonderful week indeed. You have made things happen for Biafra. You have done extremely well, especially those of you in the home front. We cannot appreciate you enough, but Chukwu Kikabiama Purimi Henile, who is watching and seeing our hearts, those that are rugged, dogged, and die hard for this freedom, the blessings of Chukwu Okike will never elude you. Even in the thickness of the, hot pursuit of the enemies, in the midst of this pursuit and conspiracy and everything, you remain rugged and dogged. It can only get better for all of us, because we all know that at the end of it all, we shall sing the Lord's song in Biafra land. We will not continue to sing the Lord's song in a strange land. It will never be our portion anymore. So I want to appreciate everyone. I also want to appreciate my colleagues, my fellow media team, my minister, and everyone on board. I want to appreciate you all. The Almighty God will bless you all. Those that have committed to make sure you do the needful for Biafra, may Chukwu Kabiama Primi Henile bless you all. And tonight we are here to do the needful. So I am still here. So let's continue. Let's move. Thank you very much, my minister.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Before we go on, let's take this. Welcome back to all our viewers. You are listening to the Brgie media team, and we are here to keep the flag flying above sea level on the Biafran awareness until Biafra is restored. So we've been to our self-referendum convention, which was to create the highest awareness ever. And you should understand that when the Department of Information, Media and Communications gave a keynote address on the convention, we did state categorically that that was the first ever self-referendum convention conducted on the Biafran cause on the surface of this planet Earth. And this has connected many dots, and this has created the highest level of awareness on the Biafran confederating state. We are not the first, we are not the second, we are not the third to use the government in exile as a governmental platform to the restoration of our independence. Many nations and countries have gone through this path, and something necessitated them to start, and something made the government in exile to come to be in the first place. So, if we have done something different, then you should give kudos to the Biafran Republic government in exile, because you should not even expect us to do everything the same way and expect different changes. We should have different things that we should impute in our own time to also make a difference. So if the Biafran Republic government have done something different this time, then kudos to us, because we are also writing our names in the history book. We thank all Biafrans who have stood this far to make sure the government continues to run, most especially our donors, who make sure the war chest of Biafra does not lack in any way. We've had abundance of weapons to be able to destroy the enemies coming into Biafra land. And we are imploring you to continue with your donations and to draw in more people. Engage companies, engage NGOs, engage also those that are even profitable organizations. Bring them in, talk to them, and let them understand what Biafra is all about. We need more money. There is nothing that can be achieved on this very planet Earth in this very century without money. Money answers it all. Let me tell you how money answers it all. You will need money for your prime minister to move from one country to another, to engage diplomatically, to engage politically, and to also engage in armed struggle. All this will be procured with money. And when we sign a treaty, and before we even sign the treaty, if your governments are needed to be physically present for any treaty that is signed, it is money that will haulage the government from one point to another to be able to achieve that. For you to reinforce the war chest of Biafra, it is money that will do it. So when we talk of freedom, it is not for little delivered people. It is not for people that does not have the hunger for freedom. It is for people that are ready to do anything above all odds to make sure, and they sacrifice anything that they can within their power to come. So money is of great importance. I know that all hands are not equal, and there is division of labor in this very planet Earth. Even in the family, you have the cold, the hot, and the mild-tempered. They all serve a purpose at their different paces. So we need every hand to be on deck. We need more money than before, so that we can remultiply our war chest and to do more. The Biafran Liberation Army are doing us proud, and they are fishing out the terrorists day by day. They are making sure that Biafra land is safe and sound. I want you people to look at this chart, this bar chart on the screen. When you look at this bar chart on the screen, you will see that Biafra land inscribed here as Southeast is the safest place in one Nigeria. What's happening? Why is it not showing? Oh, like say Jagaban Tinubu system don't enter. All right. I wanted to show a bar chart where you see the percentage of genocide and massacre in one Nigeria from January and from the third phase of 2022 to this very time. where you will see the difference, for you to see and understand what the Biafran Republic government in exile have done with the Biafran Liberation Army in place. So we appreciate everything. We want to say something about the charter, the Biafra Helsinki Declaration of 2023, which is the Biafran Charter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said something before now, and what he said has connected everything together. We are coming out on over 20 platforms where our voices are being rebroadcasted to the Biafran people and to the lovers of freedom. That is why, to the media team, when you are live, you have to conduct yourself very well, and you have to be mindful of what you say, because you're not just speaking for yourself. We are a government, and everything we say are monitored and taken into account. Now let us go to what we need to do. We want Biafrans to listen very well and understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Then you connect it to the Biafran Charter. Then you now understand the importance of the Biafran Charter and the Biafran Republic government in exile. In this very video, MNK made us to understand all the tribes of Biafra that are included in the Biafran Charter, which the Fulani terrorists have wanted to use divide and rule, divide and conquer, and the divide system to deviate and to distort our mind. But here we are making you to understand that we are not leaving our people behind according to the Biafran Charter, and in cognizance with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had explained before now. Our people in Benue, our people in Kogi, our people in Edo, our people everywhere, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made something very clear, which is in line with the Biafran Charter. When you hear that his name is a prophet, it is not a prophet with mouth. He is a prophet in fulfillment. So, the Biafran Charter is here, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enunciated it all. Listen and be blessed, and extract something from what is here, because we are still going to talk about it.
And your so-called governors, and Johannes and Deron and Dioshi, we understand how our Fulani cycle works. I know them very well. When they felt we were together, they couldn't do anything. So they kept waiting. They kept pushing them. They kept giving them money. Go and that's what IPOB. Attack what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. As soon as they started doing it, as soon as they stood up to say they are no longer part of what we are doing. As soon as the governor started to talk rubbish, you can come to my state, you cannot come to my state. Awasa knew that was the time. And they struck yesterday. That's what they're waiting for. I keep telling our people they don't understand. You know, I know them, I've studied them for many years, I know them. I know how they reason. That is why I can defeat them. And I will always defeat them. Our people are not reasonable enough to understand the threat facing them. They don't know. But we are here to know. Everything happening now, I knew in 2012 that is going to happen. The killing happening in the north, I told you August 2009 that it will happen. They called it hate speech. Today they are killing you. There is nobody you can run to or protect you. Tell me here on this earth that you have a governor in the state as you have in Anambra. Awusa Fulani came in, detonated a bomb in Onitsha, killed our people in Osogbo. He has not said anything. Till now. These are the people they want to come out to fight for them. Now they've been killed by Fulani men, dressed in. Meanwhile, have vigilante When they see IPOB, they start jumping up. Now, Fulani madmen have come to kill you. Where is the vigilante in that village? Where is civil defense in that village? Where is the DPO of that place? Police, where are you?
Okay, I think our information minister has been kicked out. That is the agent of zoo doing their job as usual. We know how they work. They cannot sleep. Whenever we are alive, they keep attacking us left, right, and center. But we are not giving up. We are not backing down. They can try. They are even learning from us because they don't have anything to dish out to their media, their junk journalism. Their senators are learning from us. When we say we have ID card, Biafran ID card that will be excellent, they want to start doing their ID card now so that everything will be fine, so that it will not be, they will not send them back again like the people they send back from Saudi Arabia for not having a good ID. That is what a country that have failed. All the things our leaders said many years ago, it is coming to fulfillment now. Only Biafra, and Biafra is here already. With Helsinki Declaration, everybody, every Dick and Harry, even in that zoo, they knew that we are gone already. They saw it that day that Biafrans have gone. We have gone, you better go to www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Buy granite for our boys. Let's go. Welcome back.
Thank you, Obi, for holding on. And we cannot be stopped. We must continue. Thank you so much.
And your so-called governor, and the Hanan and the Ocean, we understand how our Fulani cycle works. I know them very well. When they said we were together, they couldn't do anything. So they kept waiting. They kept pushing them. They kept giving them money. Go and attack IPOB. Attack what the number is doing. As soon as they started doing it, as soon as they stood up to say they are no longer part of what we are doing. As soon as the governor started to talk rubbish, you can come to my state, you cannot come to my state. Awasa knew that was the time. And they struck yesterday. That's what I'm waiting for. I keep telling our people they don't understand. You know, I know them, I've studied them for many years, I know them. I know how they reason. That is why I can defeat them. And I will always defeat them. Our people are not reasonable enough to understand the threat facing them. They don't know. But we are here to know. Everything happening now, I knew in 2012 that is going to happen. The killing happening in the north, I told you August 2009 that it will happen. They called it hate speech. Today they are killing you. There is nobody you can run to or protect you. Tell me here on this earth that you have a governor in the state that you have in Anambra. I will stop and you came in. The total of bombing on the shack. Kill our people in our super. He has not done anything. Till now. These are the people they want for them. Now they've been killed by Fulani men. Dressed in. Meanwhile, have vigilante. When they see IPOB, they start jumping up. Now, Fulani madmen have come to kill you. Where is the vigilante in that village? Where is civil defense in that village? Where is the DPO of that place? Police, where are you? How about the army? How about the navy? How about Air Force? All of these people patrol the roads every day. They patrol every blessed day. Isn't it ironic? Peace Corps, civil defense, police, army, navy, Air Force, vigilante, they all have guns. But nobody saw these killers come and go. I told you so. I said when the time comes, I will say, I told you so. They will keep killing you. When they ask you to come out to vote, they are asking you to vote for your king. If you go to vote, you are voting for your coffin, your casket. I'm telling you, only Biafra can save you. Only Biafra can save you. You people don't know what they have in store for you, but I will tell you. Some of us grew up thinking that Igbo starts from Onitsha and ends in Okwangwa. You know where Okwa is? Before you cross the bridge and enter Obibo. Igbocha, not Port Harcourt. Igbocha is the name, not Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is a white man's name. The proper name is Igbocha. Do you know that Igbo land stands from a state? It starts from a do. That's correct. The Banke, all the way to Bobo inside the Atlantic Ocean. Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. That is my problem with some people that call themselves your political leaders.
All these are available on the Biafran Charter. So, Oyendu said the best for you to understand where the Biafran region starts from one place to another. So, for you to understand that we are not going to leave our people behind in anywhere, not because of those that want to fight us, or not because of those that want us to be abandoned, not because of those that love to force us to where we don't want to be. We are not going to abandon any Biafran anywhere. So when you listen to Oyendu, he's now pointing to you one after another. And then you will connect to the Biafran Charter. The Biafran Charter will give legitimacy to the Biafran Confederating State for you to decide what to do for yourself and with your resources without anybody seated as a central government to decide for you. No, you decide what you will do with what God has blessed you with. So Oyendu laid a foundation. He explained what many of us did not know. And today, the fulfillment of what he said has come to be. So this is to enunciate the importance of the Biafran Charter. We are using this medium to create awareness for everyone. As you are a Biafran and you have not gotten the Biafran Charter, it is of great importance that you get the Biafran Charter. so that you know much about the Biafra Helsinki Declaration of 2023. It is a document that contains everything that you need about Biafra. How you will lead yourself or rule yourself if you want to rule or if you want to lead yourself. How you will develop your pace and your resources. How you will harness everything you want to do. What you want to speak with your mouth and your mother tongue. What you want to be used as your lingua franca. What you want to be called. How you will call yourself. How you will implement it. The Biafran Charter has it all. Oyendu set the foundation. This was a massive lecture that laid the foundation to our brothers and sisters that are scattered all over one Nigeria. Some people may ask the question, how is it that we are scattered to the far Benue? We are scattered to the far Niger. We are scattered to Sokoto, we are scattered to here and here and here and here. During the genocide and the war, many of us were taken captives. Do you know what they call the spoils of war? Do you know what happened during the genocide and the war? Many of our women and children were raped against their will. Many people were taken hostages against their will. And many people ran to take refuge. And some of us ended up in all these places. That is how we are scattered all over the place. Oyendu was here trying to connect the dots for all of us to understand that we will not abandon anybody behind. And that is what the Biafran Republic government in Israel have done through the Prime Minister. When he came in, he saw the division that has been created amongst the Biafran people, shattered all over the place. The first thing he did was to make sure the reunification degree was established. And that is the way and manner of being able to pick every Biafran, wherever they were shattered and scattered in one Nigeria, to bring them all together. That is why in the Biafran government, you have every tribes and provinces incorporated. We're not going to leave anybody behind. So continue to listen to Oyendu as he educates us and connect the dots to the Biafran Charter.
They say they are the elite. They say they are the people that represent your interest. Does Ohaneze represent you? No! Because if they do, they would have done what we are doing now. There is no way we are going to abandon a country which is a worker. It can never happen. We will not abandon our book. Are you aware of that? Do you know a place called Umunebe? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Onichibo? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Obashiku? Are we going to leave them?
No. Agbo people. Now here I'm now where Mazina began to talk. We are not going to abandon anybody. Opange people, we are not going to abandon anybody. He called many names and provinces there. We are not going to abandon anybody. This is the Biafran Confederating State, and the charter has explained it all. Oyendu set the pace, and his spiritual son is here to harness it and to fulfill it. So, if you have not found yourself in the Biafran map, please call the attention of the media team. Tell us that you have not found yourself, and you will know where you belong, because we are not going to abandon any of the remnant of Biafrans anywhere. No. The war, the genocide was for a reason. And we have learned a lesson from that time that the divide and rule, the divide and conquer, the divide tactics cannot win us. How many of you know that within the time of the genocide, that was when one Nigeria created core state? They understood the strength of the Biafran people, and then they said, if we see that the whole eastern region in the name of Biafra will not back down, we will create core state so as to create enmity amongst themselves. So that the man in Akwa Ibom, the man in Cross River, will start seeing his oil and gas and natural resources to be endemic to the man in Enugu and Imo State. So that the man in Abia State will now come to say, we are one. You say, no, they have divided us, so I have a state, you have your own state. Go and look at your resources. Don't come and touch my oil and gas in Akwa Ibom, in Eket, in Ibino, in Ibawa, and also in Ibaka. Because the divide and rule, the divide and conquer tactics was created. Why would somebody create core state, new state, inside a war? What is the aim of creating new state inside the war? When people are fighting wars, that is when you're creating a state. It is for a purpose.
How about this planning? Are we going to leave them? How about, oh, he said, look, even from the names, you can know where they come from.
I feel I said that only me, they do the talking. I beg. Massive fine. I hope you're there. When you're ready to speak, you interrupt me. Ada Biafra Betty, you're there. When you're ready to speak, you interrupt me. Ada Biafra from Chicago, when you're ready to speak, you interrupt me. As he say, Farm and 247, they be photo masters today. So when any of you are ready to speak, please, you interrupt me. You hear what Americano said? He said,
who be photo master? Now you make me photo master.
Now only photo at the CJ. Now I know whether it is.
I will give you 404. I'll give you 404.
Well, I mean, when anybody wants me, maybe interrupt me because Oyendu is making a very valid point here. He asked everybody, how about the people in Ibange? Are we going to abandon them? No. Because
but how anybody when guy says all the name is calling, everything is similar. Reduce this volume of this thing. Everything is the same thing with your language. We all have the same language. Ibanka, Umunede, Abo, Ogwashuku. You know, you ask not some of those people, they will tell you that we are not, where is this phone that's ringing? We are not Biafra. No, we are not Igbo. Post that in off it. We are not Igbo. So we are not going to abandon any, give me the phone. We are not going to abandon any of our, we're not going to abandon any of our people. Do something that they call me. I don't know life. We're not going to abandon any of our people. Not one. That is the confederation, like our Minister of Information has said. It's a confederation of states. Biafra Confederation of States. Everybody must be carried along. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unique. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the father of all. That's why we call him our supreme leader. The leader that will never leave his own. The leader that will put his life on the line for his people. He's the one that set the stage of what our prime minister is doing today. Anything that made our prime minister so tough and hard right now, it is because of our leader. So my Minister of Information, oh my goodness me.
Thank you, Machineke. Thank you, Machineke. Ada Biafra, you have something to say? Mazi Fine, are you there? Ada Biafra Betty, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, go on. Who wants to speak first can go on before we continue.
Okay. You know, I love it so much that when you play Onyendu's voice, you know, everybody will hear and our people will understand that we have past and we have extensive families and brothers and sisters. Recently, there's a guy from Ikwere that was working with another guy, you know. His TV is called Namen TV. And he said that he is going around to make sure that all our brothers, you know, are brought together. Because sometimes some people will say, are you sure that people from the riverine areas that they want to join you people in this Biafra agitation. It's not whether they want to join us or not. We are all one. The Fulanese have set their eyes on splitting us. Otegofa chobali gbasa iwe kelicha state kelie. So this guy Bonye Ikwere, he said that some of his friends, when he starts claiming that they are Igbo, they will start telling them, hey, stop saying that. Hey, stop saying that you are Igbo. You know, there is no how we can move or leave Nigeria without our brothers, because they will never treat them well. And in fact, every Southeasterner is a Christian. That's how I grew to see and know my people. We don't all have to speak the same language, as Pastor Van Van Vam said. You know, it's like when Christ came and left his disciples, or whether he was still with them. I can't remember that very clearly. But this tongue of fire ascended, you know, onto their heads. And they all started speaking in tongues, different languages, different tongues. That does not make them different people from Christ. They are all in the body of one Christ. The same thing goes to all of us. We don't all have to speak the same language for people to understand that we are one people. So we are one. They just purposely splitted us. So that kinu ndị Igbo tụrụ ghara imezu. Ndị Igbo si no azịza azịza dị n'ukwu ogbuo ijiji. But ị na-amịpụta azịza one by one, o nwere ike igbunwu ijiji. That's what they have set out to do from time immemorial. They want to split us. We are one people. No matter where you come from in the Southeast, no matter your language, we are all right to speak our languages, but we are still one people. And Onyendu, this shows that Onyendu is not a discriminatory leader. Onyendu enwero nkewa na his Biafra agitation. There was a time Onyendu, Umu riverine areas, they invited him on a meeting, and he came and was talking with these youths, and they were asking him questions, and he was answering. They asked Onyendu that they don't know whether they are included in this Biafra, and Onyendu said to them, why not? What makes you think like that? And one of them asked him one question, and Onyendu answered it. Onyendu said to him, go and find out. I have visited all the states, and I've met with your elders. So my people, we are all one. We are all one. Time has come for us to realize this. Do you think that the Fulanese, that they all came from the same tribe? They are different tribes littered all over the place, but whenever they are doing anything, they will do it as one people. And you can never hear them speak. You can never hear them argue with one another. You know? So we should all come together. Aini netosi iji one mind, ofu obi, n'ofu onu, na-eme everything anyị na-eme. As we are following Onyendu, let us follow him in unity and in progress, and in peace, and in equity. Thank you so much.
Mazi Sonny, like you are muted. Let me quickly.
I did hear.
Mazi Sonny.
I did. You hear me?
Yeah, okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
There is some of our people are just distracting themselves. You know, people should know that there are more than how many 100 different. Please take this picking entire room. There's more than 100 different Facebook with Simon Ekpa on Facebook or YouTube, different places. You see Simon Ekpa. But you know that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, have only one Twitter account. One Twitter account. You understand? So every message, any message you get anywhere in Facebook is not from our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister doesn't operate on Facebook. He doesn't operate on YouTube. Our Prime Minister is only on Twitter and Enter Biafra. Finish. So there is a fundraising flyer they are sharing. We're not going to display that fundraising flyer on our platform. Never. Now, so how can somebody be confused that you see a flyer? Immediately you see Chinasa Moru in that flyer. And they say it is from Mazi Simon Ekpa page. Then you are contemplating, is Prime Minister now working with Chinasa Satan? What is wrong with our people? Our people should be smart. Even people calling me to tell me to debunk it. I'm even surprised. Why should I be debunking something that Chinasa Moru is on it? I will be standing for something that you already know that our Prime Minister can never ever work with people that have been sacked. Do you understand what I mean? So they say he's causing a stir on Facebook that they use a fake account of Masama. Thank God you know it's a fake account. Somebody will carry our Prime Minister name and write Facebook and read Masama and post something about criminals that have been sacked 2 years ago that are no longer relevant. And then you will be there, going there to make comment. Don't even go there and comment. We only have one fundraising. Every Saturday is when we do our fundraising. Tomorrow is fundraising. And our fundraising, it is Biafra Republic Government. Our fundraising is not tagged IPOB fundraising. It is Biafra Republic Government in Exile. That is our fundraising, government fundraising. So anywhere you see any fundraising that is not government, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and with the website, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate and our Gov website. You don't go there and even pay attention. And to even make it laughable, they put the name of those Zama criminals there. It's just for you to know that they are completely broke like chicken. Chicken in the chicken. Which chicken I want to compare them to now? They are dead broke. And they are looking for €1 euro. The other one is looking for who will pay him $200. And you will go and be paying attention there and telling us to debunk. Please be very, very careful and be very smart. Any news you does not get from this particular media team, Biafra Republic Government in Exile media team, you know all our platform. Mazi Sonny Akbarawa, Raf Chamaka TV, Ajere Global Media, Biafra 247, Just Real, Obiageliako Biafra, Betty, what's our assistant platform? Then Biafra Battle Cry. All these platforms that are affiliated with our channel, Biafra Unite, every of these channels that are affiliated with Biafra Republic Government, if you don't get any news from there, particularly the number one place you must go and verify your news is our Prime Minister Twitter account. If you hear anything on this our platform, go to Prime Minister's Twitter account to confirm whether what we are saying is true. Those of you that read Bible, the Bible says that the people of Berea, they were more noble than those in Thessalonica. You know why? Because anytime Apostle Paul will come and teach, what will they do? They will go back and search to know whether what he's teaching them is true. Anybody will come and teach them, they will go back and search to know whether those things are true. So how many of you will take our time to go to our Prime Minister's Twitter account? At least every 1 hour, you go there. There must be a tweet there for you. If you're not doing it before, please start doing it now. Somebody say, please, Pastor Van, there is a post causing a problem in Facebook where the media mentioned of fundraising in India, claiming it's from PM. Our PM does not raise fundraising in any other India or whatever. Like the fundraising you saw in Italy yesterday, that program was not a fundraising. It was a town hall meeting, not Bala Blue meeting, town hall meeting that Biafrans, they now use it to raise funds also. because we need money. You understand me? But that was not a fundraising program. The fundraising program is every Saturday. We do not raise fund in India. There's no India Biafra government raising fund anywhere. And come to think of it, you see the name of China Samboru there, and you are still asking questions. Hey, wow. My minister, I don't know whether you want to go check the 404 for fire.
Ada Biafra, please carry mic. Thank you for your message. Thank you so much.
Okay. Pilot want to join, send the link to Pilot. Let's go back to our track where our leader was telling you the people. I don't want to talk about people at that flyer, please. That's why I'm going back to our topic.
No. The flyer was just for Pam to address it. We go back to the main topic. Thank you.
The topic our leader is telling you here, he was telling you, our brothers and sisters in our land, that they divided us, divide and rule, and call you shout. It's only in Nigeria that I have seen south. I've never seen that kind of thing. It's either east, north, west, and south. But they call you shout, Ronagari. But when they want to kill you, they will kill you as a Biafran. What did they commit? Asaba massacre. What was their offense? Because they are Biafrans. What was their offense? Nothing. When they want to buy you, they know you as a Biafran. You from Edo, Badatawa from Kogi, Badatawa from Ebanke, from Umunede. Don't you understand what is Umunede? You will see your Igbo-ness from the village you come from. They will go and change Igbo to Parakot. Just from will come and give you name. In our John will be jumping up and down. No, I'm not Igbo. No, I'm not Biafra. No, you are Fulani. And if they said what you are doing is nothing, no, they are just talking. Conduct referendum. Check out what happened during Imo State election. To tell you that Biafrans are going home, we are already, we have conducted our referendum by ourselves. They know what they are doing, just to divide us, tell you that don't join them, this one. But when they want to deal with you, they will tell you that Boko Haram, the Fulani, are their foot soldiers in the forest. You can't do nothing. They will tell you that any Fulani is a Nigerian, and not anywhere. Come from Senegambia, come from Cameroon, come from anywhere. But they will come and divide your own house for you. You will allow the enemies to come inside your house to tell you where you belong. To tell you how to cry your cry when they beat you after beating you in the war. They will come back and tell you, don't talk about Biafra. And some stupid idiots are talking, are buying the idea. You are scared. You want to call yourself Igbo. When you see them in Chicago, in America here, they say, oh, no, I'm Igbo. I don't want to talk about Biafra. But Fulani are busy telling you about their own Arewa. Telling you about their Fulani headsmen. Are they scared to tell you that they are Fulani? No, only you. Ndibo. Only you Biafrans are scared. Today, the Edo people, some of them that have refused to join what we are doing, the Fulani are encroaching their area. They've taken almost half of their territory. Is that what you are waiting for? Is that what you want to happen to your unborn generation? You are not sleeping in Nigeria now. As a Nigeria, you want to claim. You are not sleeping. You are sleeping with only one eye. If anything should fall from your table, 12 midnight, you wake up like a helicopter. Boom! You don't sleep. Is that the kind of country you want your children to come and be meeting again? Your forefathers suffered, your father suffered, you are suffering and smiling, and you want your children to stay suffer and smile. Who do you this? Not be juju be that. When they want to kill you in Asaba, the Asaba massacre, they tag you Igbo. They tie all of you. They lie to you, and the male child were slaughtered. Even the women, our mothers were busy. You looking for wrapper to tie to our boys, to their male son, to protect them, to pretend they are girls. You think they don't know what they're doing? Listen to our leader again. Divide and rule. They will be dividing you, they will be buying you, and you don't have the balls. But you have right, hand it to write petition against Simon Ekpa. You want to condemn what we are doing. This time around, we will not take it easy with anybody. If I see you under my comment section or under any comment concerning Biafra, you are kicking against it, I will, Ada Biafra from Chicago, I will personally come for you. I know the fear. If you are biting us on the head without remembering our brain, when we want to bite you under, we won't even remember your brocos or your poo. This is the time to restore Biafra. We must stand tall and be focused. Don't get distracted. Biafra is our last hope. I yield my mic. There, Betty. Go ahead.
Mazi Fine, are you there? Mazi Fine, are you there? Mazi Fine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
Say something, why don't you again?
They are tampering with my network, with my light. Thank you so much, Minister of Information. Thank you, Deputy Minister. Thank you, all Biafrans, viewers, those at home and those abroad. We bless Elohim this day for the blessing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Biafra land. You know, all these things that is being said, that we are God's people, that we are God's people. The only thing that is my conviction that made me believe really that we are God's people is the type of men that God gave to us, Biafrans. The men and women he used in blessing us. He promised David that he will never lack men, that he will never lack a man that will sit on the throne of David. And from days immemorial till date, Biafrans has never lacked a man that will be directing Biafrans to the right path, where they will go for them to be safe. When the men of the 1967-1970 were directionless, he raised a man, Odumegwu Ojukwu, to direct them and lead them to who they are and what Biafrans are meant for. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said is that our brothers that are living in the coastal region has been divided, separated from us, their brothers. All these things we are made to achieve one thing. But then, the people that we are separated from their brothers did not, they thought is an advantage to them. But before they achieve this, that war have to take place, because what they wanted to do, Biafrans refused to pay blind eyes to it. Because they test run the water at Kaduna, Kanu, and the many places that Biafrans were killed during that period. And for the fact that a man stand out and said, enough is enough. You can't wake up one morning and you start killing my people for no just cause. And Ojukwu realized to continue to strive that the blood of Biafrans has been mapped out at the altar of execution to keep it as one until the day there will no longer be any lamb of sacrifice, which are the Biafrans, and they will take over our land. They sowed the seed of discord among our brothers, our brethren, by wearing the uniform of the Biafra liberation, of the Biafra army, as a then to go rape, maim, kill some of our brothers at the coastal region. And when this group that did this left, another troop of the Biafra, of the Nigerian army, will now come as that they are coming to help the situation or remedy the situation. And the Ogoni people will be saying, our own brothers, those that we call our own brothers, came to kill us, came to rape us, came to destroy us. But look at the people that we even call Nigeria, the same narrative that they are driving home today. That you go to the market to buy something, to buy onions, to buy beans, to buy rice, and you go to an Igbo man on, he will tell you that 1 cup of beans is sold at 50 naira. You go to a Fulani man on, he will tell you that the beans is 30 naira, and he will say, are you not selling 20? He will tell you, kudi. He tell you to bring money. Then you begin to say, this is how Igbos hate themselves. But one thing they will not reveal to you is that that person that sold that his own at 25 naira did not buy it. That is the beans, the rice of your brothers that was seized by customs. And the process of transporting it from the north to the east, that it was seized by the custom and given to their brothers to start selling, to drive this narrative home. Because these people, they thought in their mind that they are master strategies, but one thing they did, they forgot to know, is that we are the ancient people. That before they think about A, we have analyzed it to Z and know where they're going to stop. And they use this to tell our people at the coastal region that these people don't love you. You are not one with them. Align yourself with us, and their property will be handed over to you. All the buildings that they have in this area, we will seize it and give it to you people. And this is what that made our brother Ken Serowewa, Ken Nwewa, to change his name to Ken Serowewa, thinking that he have aligned himself to the people that will elevate their land for them, not knowing they are separating them from their brothers that will stand on the gap and say, no, that this will not happen to one of us. And at the end of the day, does that help in anywhere? No. But from that, they mark the beginning of the worst. Because while we are dying in Biafra land, in this part of the world, during 1967, 1970, many of our brothers kept quiet. They don't want to fight. Some of them even fight alongside with the Nigerian soldiers against their brother. Then after the war, now they have succeeded in separating you. I still remember vividly what happened in Asaba massacre. That's a harbor. That what happened there there's no war anymore. And the Nigerian terrorist soldiers came there and they massacred thousands of young men and women. And they did not stop there. They went to Bayelsa between 2002 to 2004. They went there and they killed a lot of people. What was their crime? Up till today, that hope that was given to our brothers at the coastal region proves abortive. All of them fell in a dry ground, because none yet fruit. Ogoni cleanup has been promised for years. But look at what they used to deceive them. They told them that without you people, there's river in your side. Without you people, that these people are landlocked. And there's oil in your land. Over down to Bonny River. And they use this thing to separate them from us. That once you're with these people, they will be using the oil, they will be using your... And you know how greedy these people are, that once you allow them, they will... The narrative of Usman Danfodio. And these lies and deceit continue to strive until Elohim remembered us again and sent to us Mazen Namdekan. And he began the work of reawakening of the subconsciousness of our people through every means possible to make sure that this mission is achieved. And today here we are. We have somebody like Sonia Barawa. We have many of our coastal brothers, both the ones that you're seeing and the ones that you will never know that they are deeply into the mission of restoration of Biafra until the day Biafra will be declared. Today they are the ones, they are very deep into what we are doing, because they now realize that the only hope is the old Eastern region is for us to restore our dignity back. That outside that, there will be nothing like coastal region. Neither are there going to be anything like the 5 Eastern states. That this is just a mirage that was used to separate us, while themselves keep on uniting and bonding together. That they even begin to give a call, to put a call through that Benue State are not, this place are not. They are all not. What you have is one not. You now have one West. You have center belt. You have an upper belt. You have this one. You have this one. Just to make you believe that you are not one with these people. To segregate you, and when they come for you, to take you out will be very easy for them. And those they have taken out, nobody should go for their aid. I can still remember vividly Ken Wiwa when he was killed. He asked a question. Is my friend Abacha know about this? And they showed him a letter that was signed. They even called Abacha, and Abacha speak to him. And the only word Abacha said to him is, do you think you can betray me the way you betray your brothers? They know you are Biafrans. They know you are Igbo. But the day they will remind you of this is that day that you will be helpless. That day you have been segregated among your brothers, and you are about to be taken out. That day they will look you in the eyes and tell you how foolish you have become by separating yourself among your brothers. But thanks to Elohim, today we have a government that is speaking for the Biafrans and Biafrans alone. Tomorrow is fundraising. Duty have called, and that duty is to restore Biafra. And we can't do it with bare hand. Anyị soho na ndị na-agba aka achụ ife na-ata alọ. Anyị soho na ndị ji ọnụ egbu ọjị. Anyị soho na ndị na-alụ ụlọ na aja igugu. Anyị soho na ndị ekwu ememe. That money put in will go a very long way. Don't wait until it's Saturday. Whenever it is comfortable for you, send money at that link so that Biafra will be restored. And he will be a happy man and a happy for this cause. God bless you, Biafrans, and God bless you. Minister, God bless you. The vam.
Thank you, Mwachineke.
Thank
And
you, Wachineke.
I thank One Nigeria for not cutting your power supply off while you were giving your submission. At least we go give them palm wine when we see them later, when we are dealing with them. They will mercy.
Why not?
His Academic Highness, we welcome you to the studio. And when you sit down well, you go carry the mic.
Out of our collective stupidity and ignorance. Fear. They have dealt with us so much in 50 years that you don't know somebody from Igbo, which they call Ibuzo, is your own person. So you don't know. The Yoruba media say handshake across the Niger, handshake, to give you the impression that the boundary between Yoruba land and Igbo land starts from Headbridge Onitsha. It's a lie. It starts from Edo State, one case. I'm glad people from Benue are here. Is that correct? Yes, the same Benue, one man called Abubakar Saad said I should not count Benue as part of Biafra. He said that I am mad, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. But in 5 minutes' time, you will see between myself and Abubakar Saad who is mad and who is normal.
Yeah, so that is why all of us has to be mad, because if all of us are not mad, they will say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone is the only mad man. So we welcome our professor, His Academic Highness, all the way from Italian colonists into the house. Professor, you're welcome, and you have the mic. We are here to connect the Biafran Charter to
Good
the
evening,
message
brothers
of
and sisters.
to make them understand that we are not going to leave our people behind.
Thank you.
Because we are scattered everywhere. So you have the mic, Mwachineke.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. Standing all odds and uncertainty. I am His Academic Excellency, Ceteris Paribus Onyoji Konyochama. Ego sum il restitut orbis cultura bonum africana praticabilis et lumen primis. Caput milituar biafranensis. Caput ergo. Liaison ufficio. I am here to welcome all Biafrans, starting from the Prime Minister, the member, and the crew of the Brgie and the media. I want to tell African people that if the media practicing to Biafran Republic government in exile, as I've been called upon the table of sapiens to expand charter of the Biafran Confederating State of Helsinki. I am here to tell us, after the visiting of the Prime Minister in the Republic of Italy yesterday, the 6th day of 11th month, today is the 17th day of 11, 2023. Is it not it?
Yeah, today is the 17th from my own time. I don't know about your time.
Is today not the 17th day of 11th?
It is, Mwachineke. 17th.
Thank you, sir. So let us forward. People have been asking us on the opinion concerning the Helsinki Declaration, which says the state of Biafra. You see, what is the structure of Biafra? It is a confederation. Confederation means con Confederation means together. It is a prefix and suffix. Confederation. Con means everybody coming together. Federation means land. Confederafra means that every state of Biafra, as we have 32 states of Biafra, the Helsinki Declaration, every one of them must be autonomous and there must be a state. When I say the central state, I'm not missing word. It means the Ebube. That is the capital in non-understanding. Capital in Americano. The capital is going to be the headquarters, but each state independent, which means if you come from Izon state, you come from Ebonyi state, you come from the state of Edo, Igedomi Igodo, you came from the state of Alanso, or came from the state of Old Enugu, or you came from the state of Odumegu, or you came from the state of the blessed Abba. You must be independent. All your names must be controlled by you, and even your language and your dialect is recognized. It's recognized because we are a people. As we are a people, that is forms as unique, which is the dialect. Under nation building, dialect must be respected, and that is in the Helsinki Declaration, page 5. The state of Biafra confront to it, meaning that we must deliver ourselves from the evils of hegemony and that of the British. We go to the other page, says again that complicity of Biafran politicians and the Ohaneze Ndigbo political class who routinely go to northern Nigeria for what you call indoctrination and the oath for the decision of the people. The Biafran Republic government in exile is against such movement. And as we are here to support the Prime Minister and the team, there is nothing left other than to let what the Biafran people are united under the unity of to rescue our people from all forms of subjugation, be it political, religious, and or whatnot. Thank you so much, your Honorable Prime Minister Tratina, the Minister of Information. Thank you.
Thank you, Mwachineke, for that preamble of the Biafran Charter. We thank you for your existence in Italia Colonensis. And I must say, you guys made us proud yesterday, monetarily and otherwise. I tell you, Italians took the lead yesterday. I know the Californians and the Chicagoans and the Canadians and the UKs will now be waking up. That is how Italia used to be when Oyendu was here, until the distraction that came in from left, right, center. And I hope the fire stays awoken. So I applaud you and the Italian rep and everyone in Italia. They were watching again. So we must continue.
Thank you so much. A restitutio orbis.
Grazie mille, professor. Grazie mille. So our professor has just connected the preamble of the Biafran Charter. For those of you that may not know, that what we are doing here now is to use what Oyendu taught us from ground zero to connect with that Biafran Charter. To tell you that all the provinces of Biafra land and all the brothers and sisters that we have scattered everywhere in Biafra land can never be left behind. And they are all enunciated in the Biafran Charter. So, let the video continue to play as we pick the point and stop halfway for all the ministers in the House to comment. Thank you very much.
We are talking about Lower Benue. Not whole Benue State, Lower Benue. The zoo media can distort what I'm saying all they like. But we know the truth. And on that very truth we stand. The truth is that Igede is Biafra.
Yes.
Idoma is Biafra. Do you know why? David Mark is an English name, is that correct? Or should I say biblical name or anglicized biblical name? David and Mark. Ask the former Senate President to tell you his proper name. And as I want to educate Abubakar Sal, because in the zoo they don't go to school. Hammer him here. And he was even a former policeman. Abubakar Sal must know this. In Idoma land, Idoma. What do they call their first daughter? Ada. Okay. In Idoma land, I'm not going to get out. What am I in Idoma? In Idoma land, okay. Do they have a theory of Afonso?
Yes, they do.
I am asking, do they have a theory of Afonso? Do you see how stupid Abubakar Sal is looking now? They are dividing us even further. There are 3 local governments in Benue State that naturally belong to a police state. Yes. I will not.
When we tell them that the foundation of IPOB was built on a solid rock, they will not understand. The man that Chukwokike gave the wisdom and understanding to kickstart IPOB is giving it to them in different folds. Who can deny your identity? The Biafran Charter is here to connect the dots and to align them all with what you did not know. Please, we are advertising the Biafran Charter and making you to understand the importance. If you do not get the Biafran Charter, you will not understand much about Biafra. Get the Biafran Charter, which talks about the confederating state of Biafra. Who you are, what you will do, how you will harness your resources, what you will be called, the languages that you will decide to speak, the lingua franca that you will decide to pick, what you will love and decide to be used as a language that will be written and pronounced in your schools and also in your places of worship, your dress code and your manners of behavior. You see, like now America is deciding that all of you must buy the idea of lesbianism, gay, and whatever. And you can see many countries in Africa rejecting it because it is not our culture. My mother did not marry her sister for me to come to be. My mother had to marry my father as a man. They had intercourse for there to be an egg. An egg needs to be produced for there to be somebody to come to be. But somebody is telling you that a man needs to go and marry a man. Where you go carry the pregnancy? If woman now go and marry woman, how you go take impregnate the woman?
No.
Hey. So the Biafran people have a culture, and then we have our ways of life, and cannot be taken away from us. As we continue to play and listen to our supreme leader, please go and get your Biafran charter. It is very, very important. That is where we connect all the dots in line with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us here. We are calling on all of you to please go and get your Biafran charter. Connect to your admins and coordinators of your states and countries, wherever you are. Ask them the ways and manners of you getting your Biafran charter. They will communicate with the government of Biafran Republic in exile, and their charters will be sent to you, collect it, and then you pay the money. You need to know what you should know. Knowledge is power. People without information are deformed, and that is how one Nigeria can be able to brainwash you. So please, the prophet is here and is the best teacher of the year.
To me. So while we are asking for our kith and kin, our brethren in Benue, I am not asking for Abubakar Saab. I am asking for Idoma people, for Igede people, and for the people from Ebonyi traveling to Benue State. That's the people we're looking for. Not Abubakar Saab. I never mentioned two people. God forbid. I said Idoma, Igede, and our own people who are in Benue. The ruler of Idoma land is called, what's the name? Ochi Idoma. Onyenachi Idoma. Tell them. They said, why must I mention Kogi? It is not the whole of Kogi. Zoo media understand me very well. I am talking about a gala. Do you know that Igala people are Biafrans? Yes. This is why they want to turn you against IPOB. They want to turn you against me because I tell you the truth they can never tell you. Some of our fathers here are looking in bewilderment that we are telling them the truth. I only have one example to cite in the case of Igala people. I want anybody here to go to Ebosi. You know Ebosi very well, don't you? You know Ebosi, there is a chieftaincy title. It is called the Ata of Ebosi. And who is the ruler of the Igala people? Are you listening to me? Have you heard of the term Asokateza anya. Do you know those that brought in Catalonia into the land? Igala people, Igala, that's the way they dress.
Yes.
Hello, you Tatanisi.
Yes.
You don't know that? My goodness me. These are the things they will never tell you inside the zoo. Inside the embassy today, as part and parcel. Well, I'm sure you know Upper Iweka Road. You know Upper Iweka Road? You know there's a man called Iweka from Obosi. Do you know that his ancestors are from Igala? You don't know? Today you know. These are the things they don't want you to know. Do you know why? What happened at Ozubolo? The killing in Ozubolo last night is an example of how they work. They first of all come, they try your resolve and you resist them, they use subterfuge to divide you. Once they see anything in your armor, any space they see, they exploit it, they unleash mayhem. That's how they work. Ohaneze must know this. Ohaneze Ndibo is responsible for the death of the people in Ozobo. And I will tell you why. This young power can go to get a guard. They thought that IPOB is a uniting force that binds everybody together. So they tried to bribe me and I said no. They killed us. We did not submit. Now listen carefully. They said, how do we get them? They went to Ohaneze and said to them, you must attack IPOB. But Ohaneze did not know that the reason why they are asking them to attack me is so there will be a division to enable them coming to kill our people. They thought it's for politics. You know, maybe if we allow IPOB now, Namdekanu will come up and I will no longer get my contract at Abuja and my children will no longer be ministers. That's all what concerns them. They went to your governors. You know they're very stupid. Your useless governors. They are hopeless.
Yes.
They went to them and said, oh, condemn IPOB. The same governor did not see that Hausa police governors are the ones supporting those Hausa kids. Having meetings with them. So Hausa Fulani governors can have meetings with their people asking for us to be killed in the north. But you are afraid of having meetings in the open with IPOB because you are afraid of what your Hausa Fulani master will do to you. And you call yourself an Igbo leader. Do you know the meaning of leadership? You know my leaders, you don't know. Only if you know. As soon as they divided us, that Ebony State, I don't even know what to do. Ebony State. Devil Almighty.
Where is it? Devil.
As soon as he said the rubbish, he said, as soon as they went to Anambra State of Assembly to condemn and to castigate IPOB, I knew Hausa had gotten what they are looking for. And the result was yesterday and early this morning. Do you know what will happen now? Nobody will say anything. They will say it is gas explosion.
Yes.
To test our will and our resolve to see how prepared we are to meet them. It's a very clever trap. Before they make any move, I know already. I knew this will happen. When I said I will start planning will come to kill you in your villages, nobody will help you. I knew this was going to come. That's what they're looking for. But they have division. Once they do, they strike. The one said, if he had known that Igbo people, should I say Biafrans in general, are in love with money so much, he would not spend a dime buying guns and buying bullets. He would have just brought out the money, bring out a few Igbo men, give them that money, and say, go and fight with you for me. And they would do it very, very well. We said no voting in Anambra. Our people don't want to ask themselves why did IPOB say no voting? Or what benefit can we get by boycotting the elections? I will give them advice in the public. Since they don't listen in private, I'll tell them in public. What Ohaneze and the opposition should have done is to keep quiet. After opposition, you say, I don't know now. Go and ask them. Meanwhile, you are where you are. Isn't how you start to do it? You keep quiet, and when they stop you, oh, try to stop IPOB, you tell them, I don't know how to stop them. Please go and talk to them. But there is one thing about our people. Always offensive. Devil's work inside us. You know, we have that bit of jealousy and a bit envy. No, but it's not big, just small. Our water will come. It's like a very small seed inside us. They will add fertilizer to it and pour some water. The envy and the jealousy inside you will be growing. Growing. You know. What is of no concern to you is, why should it be Nnamdi Kanu? Why not me? But your people are dying. What is of no concern to you is your status. Exactly what Nnamdi Azikiwe did with Chukwu. Azikiwe said, I will lead Biafra. Chukwu said, no. Let's get the thing. He said, no. What will be my status? He said nothing to Zeke. Zeke now went to the Zoom and made a deal with them. How many of you here know that it was Nnamdi Azikiwe that composed the Biafra national anthem? How many of you? I went to school. It was Azikiwe that wrote our national, compiled the lyrics. After a while, he abandoned us. So I prepared myself to be abandoned by Ohaneze before we started. Because I knew they would abandon. I know them. Did you hear Edwin Clark yesterday? Was it 2 days ago?
2 days ago, sir.
He went to go and see Osibajo. Did you hear him? Did you hear Edwin Clark? He did not. They asked him, he said, I have come to attend this meeting and I brought men with me. That's what he said. That men is here with me. Do you know why he said that? So you know he has backup in case you insult him. But those that could have given him the backup, he abandoned them. And ran to Abuja alone. They looked at him and swept him away from Abuja with nothing. About Canada. But look at Edwin Clark that went with people. He got almost everything he was asking for. Don't you know that? There is a type of sense, especially from Igbo people, that they do. And they don't know that is what is destroying them. Have you seen restructure?
No.
When I want to go restructure before. Have you seen restructuring before? No. Anybody that says to you, stop this Biafra, ask the person, how do you get what you're looking for? Do what means? Before this time, most of the people in Abuja, they said it's restructuring. But now Senate have said no. Then where is your fallback position?
Case closed.
I will say this in Igbo because this is where I was born. I said I know him special about go maka onugo nuge. Special about go maka adiga mama. They put all their eggs in one basket. And these are the intellectuals. There is no fallback position. Nothing. So once you went to Abuja and they asked you to go and speak against IPOB and you accepted, you came back, destroyed IPOB, or so they thought, in their minds, because we are indestructible.
Yes.
After 2.5 weeks came the announcement that they will not restructure. Now, who is the fool? Do you see why you were killed yesterday and why they will continue to kill you? I don't hate anybody. I don't despise anybody. I am not disrespecting anybody. I am only praying that they can wake up from their slumber and understand their responsibility, not to their families, but towards everybody. The whole public. In the coming days and weeks, they are going to lie about IPOB. They will publish lies against me. Be prepared. It's going to happen. The more they know we are going to boycott Anambra elections, the more desperate they become. The more lies they will publish about us. If it was an Igbo man who stole the amount of money that Abacha stole, you will have another Igbo man volunteer himself to take him to EFCC. Do you know that? They say Buhari is fighting corruption, yes? Is that not true? They said Buhari is fighting corruption. I have a question to ask all of you. Do you know Abacha? Do you know Abacha? Was Abacha corrupt or not? Did Abacha...
The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
All over the world. Let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarebligov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Freedom is not free, but together we restore it. We have established the point we wanted you to understand from the message of our supreme leader, the Amadike one of Biafra. It was to connect the importance of the Biafran Charter to all our brothers and sisters that are scattered and shattered all over one Nigeria, that we are not going to leave anybody behind. You heard how Oyendu splitted the whole thing, pointed out where they are all situated, and the need for us to go for them and to make sure they are going alongside with us as we redeclare Biafra. And this must be upheld. And that is why you need to go and get your Biafran charter, so that you will understand more and more that is inside. We will not bring the Biafran charter and open it and start showing you the pages on the studio. No, because we are yet to hit the target of the Biafran charter. If we do that, we don't spoil the value of the market of the Biafran charter. So for now, we will just be giving you pim pim pom pom. We will be picking videos and connecting dots to the Biafran charter, and we'll be picking some points whereby driving your interest and swaying you into looking for Biafran charter to have a copy. That is our objective. It is our prerogative to make sure every Biafran have a copy of the Biafran charter. If you cannot afford it, tell someone that can afford it to get it for you as a Christmas gift. That is if you believe in Christmas. If you believe in Easter, you tell the person to get it for you as Easter gift. If you believe in Lover's Day or Valentine, you tell the person to get it for you as Valentine gift. If you believe in Halloween, you tell the person to get it for you
Exactly, your
Halloween.
minister.
So whichever one that you are used to, tell the person to get it for you and encode the name to go alongside with it. Every Biafran must have a charter and understand what it implies. It is our government, it is our life, and it is our culture, it is our religion, and it is where we worship. We thank all Biafrans because this is 2 hours and 23 minutes. It is not to have a long one, but to establish the point. And Oyendu has helped us to establish the point and connect it to the Biafran charter. So every Biafran must go and get their charter, and very soon there will be an easier way of you to get that charter. No matter where you are, even if you are in Kafanchan and you want the charter, you get it. So just get yourself prepared. So in our closing manner, we will use maybe one or two minutes to wrap it up. Then we start with our professor. No, let's not start with our professor, because as the name implies, professor, he should do the roundup at the end of the day. Let's give it to Bam Bam Bam, because we see that his face is already going into the other room. Pastor Bam Bam Bam, please, my deputy minister, pick it first and go.
My minister, you will live long. You will live long. But I say, you know what's in my mind. Fellow Biafrans, we thank you for joining us today. As you have seen how our information minister have been able to connect the dots. You know, if there's any dot that is missing anywhere, you have seen him. You have seen other ministers here connect the dots for you to know that that charter is very important and that everybody must be carried along. That is why we are here. This is the information department, the communication department. Anything you did not hear from this department, anything you did not hear from this Biafra government, it does not fly. It cannot fly. So please take it to the bank as we tell you and know that this is the truth. You must know that Biafra, we are one. Whether you are in Kogi, you are in anywhere, in Kwara, you are in any of the states where they cast you away to, you are not away, you are in. In the mighty name of Chuko Kabiama. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Thank you, my fellow comrades on the platform. I appreciate you. I, Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Van Van Van, sign out. Remember the fundraising tomorrow. Please don't forget. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Machineke. Thank you so much. we go over to Ada Biafra from Chicago.
Okay, thank you for this wonderful episode. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Academic Kindness, our pilot, I see you. Van, go and sleep. Thank you. Ada Biafra Betty, thank you so much. And Photo Ugo, I see you too. Information Minister, you did a wonderful job here by bringing this. By bringing this. Biafrans, you have heard from our prophet what your pastors and your religious scammers cannot tell you. You heard it today again from our leader, the only Jesus of our time. When you connect the dot, you know what he saw how many years ago. Ohaneze Nkurumiri could not see it. Your father cannot see it. And I maintain that if you are doing Bekus business, we don't want to see you with any Fulani. Whatever, however we treat Fulani in our land is how we will treat you. You young girl, you young boy, going up and down. We don't want to see you with any Fulani because that's how you will give us Hopu Zodemba, give us Okora Hausa. Because all these things we are fighting for today, we don't want our children to start fighting for it again tomorrow. That nonsense you are doing today, you think we are not seeing you? We are, our eyes on everywhere now, right now. Remember, tomorrow is our fundraising. If you have not shared this flyer of fundraising, Sonny, please flash it on the screen. If you have not shared these fundraising flyers, what is your gain? How do you fight for your freedom? You have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have everywhere, but you cannot share it. Do you know that some people who don't even know where Biafra is can decide to donate something? Googling it out will make them touch their heart to see. Some of them know about Biafra because I've seen some elderly people, even from my TikTok, they will tell you they were little when they were sending food back home because of Biafra. This kind of people would want to contribute more if they have, because Biafra is not today's thing. So I just want to encourage you to share this flyer, share this broadcast, like it, comment your mind. Your comment, your like can notify somebody who can buy granite for our boys. Remember, Biafra is our home. We must go home. God bless everybody. God bless our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister. Thank you. From here is good evening. This is the flyer we are talking about. Information Minister, we are not hearing you. You muted yourself. This is the flyer we are talking about.
His network. I did not mute his network. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
His network. Okay, this is the flyer for tomorrow's fundraising. And we are calling on all Biafrans to call their friends and family and be part of this fundraising. You can as well visit the website at your leisure time, even when you're in bed, even when you're at the trackways, on the railway, even inside the train, even driving, wherever you're going, or even in your office. Just stay like this, relax yourself, and press your phone by visiting the website www.ipobinusa.org/donate, www.biafrarepublicgov.org/donate. You will see all the options there. You see PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, cryptocurrency, and the Visa card payment method. You pick any of them, you support the Biafran Liberation Army and the Biafran government to be able to restore Biafra. Thank you so much. And also, we have Ada Biafra Betty's YouTube channel, which you need to also listen to her from whenever she come online. This is our YouTube channel. We implore all the media warriors or media personnel and judges that are doing one thing or another to have a channel. This is ways and manners we continue the message to go out. So on YouTube, you can find her on this. When you type at Betty, when you type at B Ford, or you type at Betty Ford 7142. Okay,
Sorry, it's Betty Ford TV.
Betty Ford, what did you call it?
TV.
Okay,
Betty
Betty
Ford
Ford
TV.
TV. All right, Betty Ford TV. I'm going to post the link on the comment section. So you click on the link and then you go down there. We are broadcasting this very session there. You continue watching there, you subscribe, and then you keep the account going so that when she comes live, you will hear her speak. Here is the broadcast that is ongoing here now, where you can see our big heads here and our small heads. And for those of us that have a beautiful lips, you see us all there. So please, the link is on the comment section. Just hit it down, go there, hit the subscribe button, enable the notification bell, and continue watching us from there as we draw the curtain. Thank you so much. So we come over to the next minister in the house to give us the closing remark. We see that we have 247 as photo master today. So he has been the photo master of the day since the beginning to this very time, and he continues to be the photo master of the day. So we now have our prof. Prof, you're going to be the last person to speak, and as you speak, I will end the broadcast without saying something. So if I make a mistake and then I say something after you finish speaking, please find me 50 euro for ESN and for BLA and for Biafran resistant fighters. So we thank all Biafrans for all you've done and for our donors. Tomorrow is ESN Mega Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, BNL, and every armed forces of Biafra that are fighting to destroy the zoo. We started with ESN, and today as a government we have metamorphosed into an army which is statutory in what? The charter. For any emerging nations, the template Enunciated gives it that we must have an army that can be able to defend the territory of our nations and countries that are involved. This is one, or these are some of the templates that are available on the government in exile, which we are fulfilling without any mistakes. The Constitution of Biafra, which speaks from the Charter, is one of it. Treaties which we have the legitimacy to carry it out are one of it. You saw one like the Biafran Amazonian Helsinki Treaty of 2023. A lot of diplomatic ties and also political are ongoing. The armed struggle are in the wing, and everything are playing in small, and you see I'm big. That is, as we play, they show.
So,
God bless Oyendu for being the man that opened our eyes, and God bless our forefathers, Dim, Odumeku, Ojuku, and the heroes that fought to see that people were not massacred and destroyed in what Nigeria, starting from Kaduna, Nzoku, to the rest of them, and to the last man that stood when Biafra surrendered to one Nigeria, after they have annihilated and destroyed everything. The former president of Biafra, Philip Effiong. It is one thing for us to come together, and it is another for us to sustain to the finishing line. So we must say a very big thank you to all Biafrans. And from me from here is a very big thank you to all Biafrans, while I give the mic to the professor to finish the whole talk of the day as we draw the curtain.
Yeah. Thank you, brothers and sisters and lovers of freedom. Show you, this is the Helsinki Declaration in the white paper. The Helsinki Declaration, The principles and inevitability of Biafran freedom. That is what is written there by Ekpa Simon Njoko, the ESN, Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Then it started from the preamble, apart from the introduction, that the problem that the Biafran people face is that of dual challenges. The British colonialism and the Fulani hegemony. These are the dual problems that our people are facing. If our people are not yet understanding this, it means that they should throw their PhD inside the dustbin. The British colonialism and the Fulani hegemony. Who is British? A foreigner. Who is Fulani? Another foreigner. From the enclave of the gypsies, people that have no country. And our people need to understand the meaning of country. People that thrive on invasion of a people and the annihilation of a people, for them to affirm their own existing people. That is what the Charter of Biafra brought as the dual problem or challenges of Biafran nation. Let me read verbatim. The Biafran people right to self-determination, self-preservation, and secured homeland are at odds with the British imperialism and insatiable appetite for economic and exploitation of the nation on one hand, and Arab Muslim expansionism on the other. As our late leader, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, clearly described in one of our fundamental documents, the Ahira Declaration. These forces at play remain unchanged despite the passages of time. As in 1966, subjugation and unwarranted massacre of thousands of Biafrans are the main reasons for our agitations for an independent state of Biafra. That is the quorum. That is the ratione agitatis. And we go further. In page 23 of the Charter of the Biafra, Helsinki Declaration, the Biafra Charter definition, the document which is the base of the declaration and the unveiling of the Biafran Liberation Army, which was done in the month of the last. That occasion that happened in Helsinki, that was called the Helsinki Declaration, has it as this: authority, mandate, contract, memorandum, terms of reference, and amendment. I want Biafran people to understand that if the illiterates are telling you that before there was no base, now there is the base. The Helsinki Declaration is the base of the declaration of the Biafran Liberation Army and all the sister forces. That is what I want to give as a kind of exposition to this honorable evening gathering. And I thank you, your Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you.
Has really brought suspicion and fear into our area. The issue of the Biafra agitation, the timing, has really brought suspicion and fear into our area. The issue of the Biafra agitation, the timing, has really brought suspicion and fear into our area. The issue of the Biafra agitation.